Bad dog! Bad dog!
You're hearing the number one least heard podcast in the universe.
Hey, check it out. 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 Hey, check it out.
Hello. Hello. Hello again. How you doing? I'm the bad dog. And I'm coming to you live from the very tip top of Crawford Mountain. And up here, at the top of Crawford Mountain, I get a different point of view. I see things from up here, from way up on high, at the top of Crawford Mountain. I see things that most people, they don't notice. They walk on by. But up here, I get a different perspective. I got a whole different insight on the world from up here. You know what I was thinking about and looking about is tolerate. I find myself having to tolerate the intolerable again and again and again. I don't know why. Why do I have a hard time with the intolerable? Well, to me, they're just really socially unacceptable. But am I living in a world now where I'm the unacceptable socially? Tribal. You know, when you look at the world and it looks back at you right now, ooh, you know, I see a lot of people calling. They know. Look around, they say. The Lord's on his way. Yeah. But right now today, as if there's something today that's any different really than any other day, right? You know, there are a lot of things today that's going on that wasn't going on when I was growing up. So I know there was a time, you know, say me till now, there wasn't ever a time that there was a drag queen storybook reading hour, and it was on the local television set. that didn't happen. I wonder why it didn't happen when I was in school. Why did I only get like my first grade teacher, second grade teacher? I'll tell you what though. Miss Sights in 5th grade read the Narnia Chronicles. Man, I loved it when that woman stood up there at her desk and read, 25, 30 kids chapter or something. I thought it was awesome. Would have been better if it had been a transvestite, drag queen. I don't know. I mean, Miss Sights was a big woman, and I couldn't tell you her womanhood because she had it all covered up while she was sitting there, but she's a pretty lady. But anyway, that's my point. I mean, that wasn't going on when I was a kid. Didn't see that. So I look at it and I'm like, alright, but the only time I see drag queens doing anything is walking up and down in a parade somewhere, sometimes, and acting foolish, sometimes in a gay bar. You know what? And when I'm in a gay bar, I expect to see a drag queen. No offense to anybody. I don't expect to see some dude looking like me, straight as can be. And they're like, hey. I'm like, how y'all doing? But I expect to see that. I remember one night being in a gay bar. Awesome place. Guy walks in, screams at everybody in there. There wasn't a whole lot, maybe 15 or 20, but we were all standing real close to the bar, sitting, standing up, talking. Guy walks in, calls them all kinds of different names, telling them they're all going to go to hell, a bunch of other things. Nobody says anything, he walks out. And I thought to myself, well, if you're going to act like that, say things like that, you obviously walked into the right place. But what do I know? Those guys in there didn't care. Probably they didn't. Be like, hey man, what are you doing at a gay bar? I don't know, man. I go to a lot of places. Hung out with vampires and vampire bars, so you gotta go out and meet people. If you're gonna be hating on them, like if you're gonna be hating gay people, you need to really get to know them. I mean, does that sound stupid? If you're going to condemn them to somewhere, hell, heaven, you never condemn anybody to heaven. Wonder why not? We should condemn everybody to heaven. Or is condemn not really the right word, but I don't care. Nobody gets condemned to heaven. Maybe next year. I hope you groove along with some of this music. I won't say it was divinely inspired. But hey, what do I know? I know what I see. I do know what I see. Sometimes I have to look at the meters, check it out. I wished I could, I wished I might. be able to play someone like the Meters on how rally I do, but I don't have that kind of money. Money, honey. So here we are, in what I like to call tolerating the intolerable. So is it intolerable, really, for a drag queen to read a book to the school kids? I haven't been to one. I don't know what it's like. I haven't sit in a classroom. I've never seen that. No. Now, at first, I want to say, right now, until I know otherwise, I don't think it's a good idea knowing what I know, seeing what I've seen with my eyes. Okay? Now, do I think that drag queen gonna hurt a kid or molest them while they're in there? No. I do not. Any of them that I've met are really, really people. Okay? They really are. And they're sensitive. You can hurt the feelings. You really can. But sometimes you do need to go get to know the people that you're going to be hating on. Really? What do you think? Need to look at me about that? You need to get to know the people that you hate. I can't really think of anybody that Jesus hated. We need to show more love. Come on. There are people, they really do want to call for warring against their brothers and their sisters, I guess, because they're the problem. Some people's the status quo, right? Just do whatever they're told. When I was in the military, it was full of a bunch of people that did what they were told. Didn't even think about whatever it was that they were being told to do. Now, granted, when I was in, there wasn't anything going on, so we were not told to do anything crazy. So, I had like, hey man, why does he always tell you to go sweep the floor? Huh? Why is it you? I don't know, man. I just do what I'm told. And they do. One of my favorite moments, though, was when they told me to paint rocks white. Yeah, little rocks in the driveway, white. And I was like, no. I got into trouble. But I didn't care. When I told them I didn't care, I told them I didn't join up, paint rocks white. I don't care. I'm not doing that. Get somebody else to do it. Kick me out. And it wasn't that much trouble when it was forgotten, like, really quick. And I went on to do more spectacular things, but we won't talk about that now. But nothing in wartime, nothing. I was just stupid. It was back when the military was kind of stupid, and oh well. You want to talk about intolerable? Man, there was some real intolerable things going on there. I ain't even had time to think about a drag queen reading books to kids. No, I didn't. Never thought about it. When I was a kid growing up, there wasn't a lot of people crossing the border. I know that. I mean, they were, but there weren't crossing the border like we got going on now. Isn't that crazy? You know, I know I don't like Trump, but for some reason, it wasn't going on as badly, I'm told. Or was that just stupid hyping? I mean, I don't go to the border. Was the border worse when Trump was in charge? I don't know. I haven't been down there. No, they tell me it wasn't. But the people on TV are telling people I know that there's not a problem at the border, and letting all these people in, there ain't no problem with that either. So whose program? Now, who am I supposed to believe? Well, you know, and that's why I believe in God. And I believe in Jesus. Like I said before, I believe Jesus walked on the water and brought a dead man back to life. Well, I want to read something here for a minute. But I think somebody's here, so hold on a moment. So, there you go. I had to get up for a moment. I hope that's okay. You get over it, right? You can tolerate me? The government, the things that they said when I was younger, what I remember seeing was different than today. You know what I mean? It was just different. Like, you gotta be trusted by the people that you lie to. Pink Floyd. Animals. Some people tell you that stuff's evil. I don't know, but I heard that and I remember it. Gotta be trusted by the people that you lie to. And people say all the time, oh, I trust him as a politician. I'm like, really? Have you paid attention to politicians at all? But somehow, this one is special. It's a special politician. You can trust him. Even though you gotta be trusted by the people that you lied to. Was that silly? Was it just me? To have so much faith in a politician. By the way, my sister does not worship Trump. Okay? I know I may have said something similar. I don't know, but she does not worship Trump so far. The politicians. Trust the politicians. I'm like, wow, you've never paid attention. Like, out of all the 3,000-ish years of history that I know of man, $6,000 anyway. Men and politicians were never to be trusted. There have been no time through history, like maybe 20 years, you might find something that works for a little bit. 5 years here and there, but throughout history was not peaceful. Ain't never been like that. Nope. Don't care if there were drag queens back then. Probably not. No, they weren't tolerated a lot throughout history, but they made their appearance here and there. But I don't know. You know, like our problem isn't the drag queen. Okay? Not literally the drag queen, cause for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Yep, good old King James. Go back to Tinsdale's a little bit earlier than King James. I love the Tinsdale Bible. Love it. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against rule, against power, and against worldly rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness for heavenly things. Youngs, I like Youngs too. Because we have not the wrestling with blood and flesh, but with the principalities, with the authorities, with the world rulers of the darkness of this age, in the spiritual things of the evil in the heavenly places. Youngs, yeah, there you go. It's like the late 1800s. So no drag queen. No, we cannot like them. But drag queens are flesh and blood, and a lot of makeup, and some wigs, and probably some pantyhose and some tucking. Okay, I get that. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Alright. Somebody's putting them up to it, aren't they? Who you think's in charge and responsible for all that? And that's why I like the rest of this. We only hear that verse a lot. And if you listen here, you've heard me say it before. So, that's Ephesians 6:12. So Ephesians 6:13 and 14 and 15 and 16 and 18 and 17 are the bestest verses, because it's like gives you your power to deal with the world, right? The way Jesus wants you to do it. So he goes on to say, wherefore take unto you the whole army of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Let's read that again. And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. We'll come back to that, I think, when we're talking about hate. But above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wickedness, and take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Take the word of God. That's your sword, babe. Praying always with the prayer, the supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Yep. What is it here? Shod. There we go. Shod in peace. Where are they at? Poopy. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay? You get me? You see where I'm coming from? You see me now? Well, that's the thing. Tolerate. Wow. Love your enemies. Oh. You know, wait till I get on the Beatitudes. Y'all want me to turn on the Beatitudes yet? I will. I'll go. Let's see if I can go find them real quick. Ticky. Was it, Matthew? Yeah, I love that. It's some straight up words in red. The Beatitudes, we don't talk about it. I mean, we talk about it, man, but I remember like the first time I laid eyes on the Beatitudes and was like, got it, and was like, wow. You know, it's hard. There's messages out here right now about how to be, how you need to act as a Christian. And I hear Civil War, Revolution. I like revolution. Somebody said revolution today. I like that. You know, nothing wrong with that. But Civil War usually means you're fighting against each other. Revolution's fighting against a whole other different thing to me. Well, you know, I'd have a hard time fighting against my brother. 99.9% of the time, I don't even like the guy. He's my brother, right? Right on. Alright, I don't want y'all to look at me while I'm reading this yet. I got to squint my eyes and such. The Beatitude. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Isn't that cool? Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for what is your reward in heaven? For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. You know, so they've been going at this for a while. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt has lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out, and to be trodden underfoot of men. Because you, and I added a because, ye are the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. And let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glory your Father which is in heaven. Alright. Let's hope I can remember. I gotta go let the dog out for a second. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my. So, I guess that part of the Beatitudes, I didn't really start at the top. I started at the middle. It's a little different. Down there, most people don't go down that far in the Beatitudes. But it talks about being peaceful. And then we talked about, and your feet shod in peace. So, where I'm at today is definitely different than where I was when I was a kid growing up. The world's different. I'm an adult now, also living in America. And believing in Jesus and God first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? So somehow, if I want to live cool, live peacefully with people who find me vile. And then be armored up in God. Got the shield when they throw little wicked bing darts at you. Ding, ding, ding. Having the shield of God, take that kind of thing. And the feet of peace. I guess you could walk away. Stand up also to these people in a peaceful way. They don't like it. I was dealing with some silly people online. They don't like it when you come back to them with things. They get mad. Tell me I need to go Google better responses. They don't like my comebacks, but I'm pretty sure they didn't like my comebacks. Because it was nice and peaceful, I would say, kind of. I did say that what I've recommended is, hey, your words touched my private parts. They don't like that. They actually told me to Google a better response to that. That's funny. And then, like I said, the border. I've always said a little thing about that. There does need to be something. There's a lot more people walking across the border now. When we helping out the Ukraine, we go help out Mexico, clear out some of the trouble down there, and make those people, a lot of Mexicans just want to be people, but they can't because down in Mexico, the drug lords and stuff are and paid off politicians and everything, and I feel our government's getting worse than what we're seeing in Mexico. And, some of the stuff I see in politicians say, I'm like, man, that's not in the Constitution. I don't even know how you can say that. How can you go against the Constitution? That's America's Bible. Not my Bible, but it's like my rule book. And they're always throwing it out, doing whatever they want. Some people are guilty. The same people, or some other people doing the same thing to other people aren't guilty. You know what I'm saying? And we can watch that. Me personally, I think they know what they're doing. They're poking the bear. Like this guy right here. Me. I like to walk around with God's armor. Help me deal with them. I can't be a redneck with these people. Some people say they do. There's a lot of things they do. People got a lot of answers with violence. Well, I'm too old for violence anyway. I think me beating up people is over. Not that happened a whole lot, but me getting beat up really never happened. I'm not looking forward to that getting old. Poopy dog. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Yeah. Be a bad dog. I think being a Jesus guy and a God guy in this day and age automatically makes you a bad dog, because they don't like that at all. These people do not. They hate Jesus. They kind of go out of their way to make sure they hate him out loud. They're courteous enough to let you know, hey, I hate him. Isn't that weird? How courteous they are to let you know how much they hate God. To hate God, you gotta believe in something, right? I mean, if you're hating God, what else do you love? Oh, yeah, they love lithium batteries, magnesium batteries, and things you dig out of the middle of the earth, make big giant holes and devastate the local people. They love that. That's cool. Me not wanting an electric car is a problem with them. I'm a bad guy because I don't want to do any of that, what they're talking about. And they rejoice. They're saving the environment. Can't you tell? There's an electric car. We're all going to have one. And they forget about a big giant hole in the middle of the earth, devastating people that live around it. But they don't see that. Like, I've been told, these people don't have an inner monologue like you and me. Can't think for themselves. They have to be told so. They have to be told that all that's good to go and believe it. Because like you and me, we can look at that and be like, hey, there's a problem with that. They can't look at it and see that there's a problem. They really, 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 really can't look at that and see that there's a problem. Isn't that just mind-blowing? They're just told it's good and everybody's going to have one. It's good for the environment. You must be crazy. You say that they're digging a big hole, but you're wrong. Nobody's digging anything. I don't know. They can't figure out where those batteries come from. People are crazy. Like me, I'm a bad dog, but I'm not a stupid dog. Are these people stupid because they can't think for themselves? I don't know, maybe. Are these the people that sit in front of the TV their whole life and they're programmed by a TV set? Could that be what's happening? I mean, I watched a lot of TV growing up, but I didn't get to sit in front of the TV all day, every day. We never really had a TV at the table. You know, I think I got one of my own high school or something, maybe, for a little while. Or we had one to share for upstairs where the kids were, so we did have one. But it was black and white. Had 13 channels and a UHF and VHF. There's channels for everything. And people are always looking at the phone, right? I mean, I look at mine quite often, but I put mine down, or if I want to look at my phone, I have to reach for it and pull it out somewhere, pick it up somewhere. I walk around with it in my hand like some people. That's kind of crazy. I know I remember seeing a kid in high school that walked around with a basketball all the time, but he was on the basketball team and he was just trying to, I guess act like he played basketball. But what do you think? How much tolerating of the intolerable do we put up with? If you're a Jesus guy, how much of that do I got to put up with? Remember, our battle is not with flesh and blood. So all this intolerable people out there, they're not really our problem. We're battling with what has made those people. That's my opinion. That's where I'm at. My take on the Bible is that those are not who it is. Donald Trump, not my battle. Oh, Biden, those people aren't our battle. As God and Jesus people. Now, if you want to throw in some America, well then you run for office. That's what you do. But I like to think that they're all corrupt. The government is who we're battling. It says it in the Bible. And people, spiritual wickedness in high places, like to me, the other day, December 26th, Pope said there's elegant demons walking around in the Vatican. Very sexy, seductive, simple, smart. Elegant demons in the Vatican that they got to deal with there. They're dealing with eloquent demons or elegant demons. in the Vatican? Do you think we're dealing with them elsewhere? What do you think? That's just something I think about too. The demons. And demons aren't flesh and blood, but could they be stuck all up in it, flesh and blood? You know, listen to those politicians. Are they elegant demons too? In the White House? Or just in the Vatican? I mean, the Pope's the number one dude in Catholic religion. What he say goes. He's like beta God, little G God down here. Really, his word's gospel. That man says there's elegant demons walking around in the Vatican. You might as well pull out some money and place a bet in Vegas. Anyway, I love you. I love you, a bushel and a peck. Bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck. If you need to get a hold of me, baddogshow@yahoo.com. You can hear me on the FringeRadioNetwork.com, FringeRadioNetwork.com. You can hear me on the Guy Fawkes Show. You can hear me with D.B. Cooper. You might be hearing me with Adam from Deborah Gets Red Pilled. Yeah. You might get to hear me talking with Matthew Miller next Friday night. Wow! Matthew Miller in the house. I finally sent out my email to Dr. Future. Hey, he's doing radio again in Nashville. I can't remember what it is, but he does a show. When I find it again, I just heard him today talking about it. I listened to a Conspiranormal podcast that Dr. Future was on, and then at the end he talks about what's going on. It took me a few days to get to the end. I was like, what? I started a few days ago, but anywho, I sent my email to Dr. Future to see if he will come on. So, there you go. Matthew Miller. Adam dude from Deborah Gets Red Pilled. He sent me an email. Seems like he's alright. Seems like he got an ego. And without one, he probably wouldn't be talking to me. So, otherwise, I'm Bad Dog. And I'm coming to you live from the very tip top of Crawford Mountain. And until next time, I'll see you then.